Ring Walk Danny in Las Vegas here with the one and only Mr. Michael Hunter. How you doing? How you feeling, champ?
I'm good. Can't complain. I'm in here in the gym, in my uncle's gym, just training and getting right.
Getting right. Man, boxing, very interesting right now. A year ago, we were having fights with limited crowds to no crowds.
Yep.
Fighting, having bubbles and, COVID tests and whatnot. How do you feel just personally in your career now, having overcame the COVID the pandemic affected all fighters, some fighters we haven't seen back. So looking back on it, how you feeling?
I think we made it through the hardest times. We still got some lingering around. COVID is still kind of affecting some things, but it seems like we got through the hard part. It was a hardship for everybody, but we back at it. We're here to entertain. We're here to continue to keep showing, and I think that the promoters and everybody wants to see these fights. You can't lose out on the greatest sport of the world. So I think that it was inevitable for us to always be back. You know what I'm saying?
What are the fights for you? Heavyweight division's hot right now.
Yeah, we got Chisora bringing my name up, so we'll see if he's serious. And we got Hughie Fury mention my name. Might have put a bounty on his head, so we might have to go collect it.
Now, whatever came of like the whole situation with like Hrgović and the IBF eliminator, there was a lot of talk saying the fight was offered to you. You declined the fight. What can you say?
Well, what ended up happening was the purse bid was won by Eddie Hearn. They ended up talking my people out, which was Triller, who was at that time undefeated in purse bids. And they end up doing a business or bad business deal, and we had to end up going another route because of the bad business. So we didn't want to,
Bad business on Triller's part?
No, not on Triller's part. On basically Matchroom and Sarlin and Hrgovic's team.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's basically kind of how it was. And you see what happened to Hrgović. Hrgović didn't fight for like a whole year.
Right.
He couldn't get no fights. That's because of the people that they were dealing with. His management, Sarlin, Team Sarlin.
I got you.
Bad businesses, and that's all it is.
Where does that leave you now? Obviously, still now, but for a long time, every time your name was being called, it seemed like Matchroom calling you in as a B-side, and you kept shocking every time.
That's right.
To me, Eddie Hearn is a guy that likes to pick up on opportunities, and I'm like, why ain't he signing? Like, why wouldn't he sign you? Why wouldn't he give you the fights? Because obviously, you were proven like, yo, I belong here. Why do you think that was?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with just my status and how I got onto them. I wasn't like a Dillon White, like where they made me because of Anthony Joshua off of somebody else or something like that. I have my own name, I have my own stuff already going, and the type of deal we were doing wasn't going to be forever lasting. You know what I'm saying? They want somebody they can have total control of, and I think that's kind of where I lacked at.
Right now, things are really interesting because of what's going on between Ukraine and Russia. We have seen now Anthony Joshua is looking for an interim opponent.
What's up?
What's up, champ?
Hey, I'm ready, man. I was supposed to be the fighter for Andy Ruiz fight. So, if you want something a little tune-up, a little warm-up, I ain't been doing nothing but sitting on the couch, man. Just hit me up, and you can get a little warm-up off.
Yeah, you just here spectating. It's not like you here working out, right?
Yeah, I was enjoying
Tim Tszyu. Yeah, for sure. I feel that. If not true, who could you realistically see getting that fight? Obviously a lot of people want an AJ opportunity. I've seen fighters on social media calling for it, but realistically speaking, who do you feel that gets that opportunity?
I think it would obviously have to be somebody in the top 10. They don't never let.
You think so?
I think it should be. Why?
I think it should be, yes. I
don't think it will be. When you're in a top level like that, when you already been branded like that, you shouldn't fight nobody but the best. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't take you times and all this to get ready and all this. And you know, they're the ones that's picking the opponents. They did that with Andy Ruiz. There was a hand-picked opponent by them. You know, thinking it was sweet. And so I just think that, I don't know, they're not really the best matchmakers. So I don't know who they would pick. But I think it's good for the sport because, you know, it leaves opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Like, there would have been no opportunity for Andy Ruiz if they would have just got somebody else randomly that they knew absolutely they were going to beat up. Even though they thought they were going to beat up Andy Ruiz, Andy had credibility, you know what I'm saying? That's why they picked him, you know what I'm saying? He was there. He wasn't not supposed to be there.
Right.
So,
still got, I know it was 6 weeks in between fights, so I mean, still got somewhat of a camp in. Yeah, it was 6 weeks in between fights. Dillon White, Tyson Fury, was a lot of back and forth for a moment. The boxing public thought that fight wasn't going to get made. It was, you know, it got made April 23rd. So just a little over a month away. How do you see that fight play out and why?
I think Tyson Fury gives Dillon White a proper boxing lesson. I don't think that I mean anything's possible, but the likelihood, I think Tyson Fury just outboxes him and kind of makes it a little easy. At least I think that's what he should do. If he wants to be a fan pleaser, he should just go straight at him and they should just duke it out. Because I think he could do that and win possibly too. I mean, I think it would be a little bit harder because Dillon White is, you know, he's more of a rock, he's solid, and he's a puncher. But I think that this is just a fight for the fans, you know, for the companies to get paid, and I think that's what it is.
Did you see 30 minutes after the tickets went on sale, it was 150,000 people like online, like basically in line and virtual line trying to get tickets?
No, I ain't hear that.
They had 150,000 people.
I did not hear that.
Yeah,
I did not hear that.
I'm sure a lot of them resellers and whatnot, but it's still crazy. You know, brought up Hrgović. Now it looks like he's going to be fighting, I don't want to butcher his name, Zhan though.
Zhang.
the Chinese heavyweight. How do you see that fight play out? It looks like they're going to be on the undercard of Canelo Bivol May 7th.
Oh, okay, that's a good fight. I think Zhang. I mean, I think Hrgović should stop him. If he doesn't stop him, I think that's a bad look for Hrgović. He's a live opponent, Zhang, but he's older. Hrgovic's youth and his height and his size alone should be a factor.
Last two things for me. I'm gonna throw a couple names out. Just want you to tell me the first thing that comes to mind when you hear these names. Deontay Wilder.
An opponent.
Johnny Rice.
My man.
Jared Anderson.
Good fighter.
And last but not least,
lunch meat.
Johnny's a character. Johnny's a character.
Yeah,
he's a funny guy. Last but not least, just want, you know, your message to the heavyweight division, to everybody watching right now.
Man, hit me up with the smoke. You know, there's a bounty on one of y'all heads soon, and we coming to collect. Hopefully it'll be out there in England, or it's in Vegas. But just stay tuned. We're gonna try to get 2 fights in at least this year, and shock some people.
All right, Michael Hunter. Thank you. Let the fans know where they can follow you.
Michael Bounty Hunter on Instagram.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
For the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive, from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.